Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gordon. We are back for some more Rogue Trader. We are in the Machine Cathedral. We are exploring this section of... I actually forget the name. And we are just about to clear out this area, I am assuming, with some explosives. And I think I can increase my demolition skill. Yeah, with this. So I can give this to Argenta. Oh, I also have these, that's right. Okay, so fine work gloves, and this thing goes up to 190, which is very good.
The Emperor favors me today.
Perfect. Okay, so now I want to go for the long-range sniper thingy, and then the gloves, rate of fire. Yes. Let's go.
None shall stand in my way.
A wandering psyker.
Centuries of service and practice.
The dirty, disheveled woman pays you no heed, lowering her head and looking at the ground with genuine interest at something that either does not exist or is invisible to your eyes. Even at this distance you can detect the distinct smell of ozone, too fresh for this stuffy room reeking of soot and industrial lubricant. The woman raises a maimed hand and absent-mindedly runs its two remaining fingers through her matted hair. No, why? Iconoclast. Hey, can you hear me? I wanna help. The woman jerks her head and transfixes you with a delirious gaze. Only now do you notice a reddish-black mark on her cheek, a many-pointed star, a symbol of chaos. The prisoner bares her teeth, but you cannot tell whether she does so as a threat or simply out of fear. I'll go for persuasion, don't be afraid, tell me, who are you? The woman hesitates, looking at you warily. At last she sobs and replies meekly, "Stay away, in the Emperor's name, stay away from me." Well, if she said in the Emperor's name, this should mean that she's not really with Chaos? Or maybe she joined and regretted it? Her voice is barely audible, but you manage to make out the words. I don't remember how I ended up here. Don't remember what happened. There was a bright light, like from an arc welding. And then, the light reached out with its clutches. She moans and holds her head. The light is taking me over. It's everywhere already. Everywhere. The woman turns her head toward you and blurts out in an unexpectedly low and gruff voice. Save me. Give me the Emperor's peace. Please. No, we will save you. Get away from here. Just hold on. No, too late. The light is the... The woman clutches at her face and recoils from you. With an unnatural roar, the psyker rears up. Her features are drooping, melting like candle wax. Her swollen lips part, revealing sharp teeth, and her bright orange pupils expand to fill her eyes completely. The psyker slumps to the ground, and the smell of ozone gives way to a disgusting sulfur stench. Oh really? I was thinking that we were gonna get like a demon summon here. Go for the same thing as usual. Warpy stuff, and warpy stuff.
Over.
Okay. Go back to your normal stuff. Normal stuff. Normal stuff. Thank you.
Victory awaits.
Cast your eye there.
Demolition.
I better myself.
I took off demolition here, but I was like, can she still do it? I hope she can.
Duty
Yeah.
prevails.
Well done, Argenta, well done. A lot of checks here. Tech use. Oh.
Grant me the wisdom to perceive.
Just cargo.
This exploratory
I won't tolerate weakness.
multifunctionality.
I wonder if I'm on the other side of
My
the...
warp sight reveals something.
like the other entrance for this area.
The Emperor favors me
Let
today.
us see what I found.
Huh? Oh, okay, we stepped on it. It fired over there.
It's about time.
Okay. I think this is just the other door. I feel like it at least. Come on. Yeah, this was the other door. Okay, so if I want to go to Uralon the Cruel, I think I want to go through the prayer halls, because there was a way there that I had not... Oh god. That I had not explored, because I didn't want to go for Uralon too early. While we're walking, let me see if anybody got injured by that trap.
When the faithful are
My whispers creep. I guide
We all seem to be
humanity
fine.
between the stars.
I would actually like to swap Ulfar to get Abelard again, but I don't think it's even possible at this point. And it's fine, I'll just go with him.
None shall stand in my way.
But so far, I don't really like playing with him. I think he's a cool character, I think he's very strong, or he can be very strong in terms of stats. But he's not as good as Argenta, he's not as good as Abelard, and the biggest problem is he takes up 4 spaces, and that's just very, extremely clunky. And I hate that. Okay, can we not step on the trauma-dealing traps thingies? Go there, right? Yeah, okay. Should be fine then. You guys lead the way.
Victory
To
awaits.
Terebrum. What is Terebrum? Nobody knows. Well, I don't know. I'm very much looking forward for Uralon. Oh, I'll rip out your liver and give it to the wind spirits to eat. That's not the best way of fighting, my friends. Just... Oh no. Yeah, I've got a feeling that this guy's gonna die. Yeah. Or at least get injured or something. Wait, what? We don't immediately enter combat, which is interesting to say the least. Oh, we also have Kunrad, that's right. Okay, well, let's see what's gonna happen.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, really? We can... we can kind of move around? Oh, never mind. My victory was predestined, for you were outnumbered. You are a handful of fools who worship a dead fallacy. I have the Great Four on my side. May they revel in the blood that spills from the veins of heathens. Oh, cutscene. Are you gonna ascend and become an actual demon, or are you just gonna stay as you are? I am curious to see what Kalkas are hid under the Manufactorum, though. Oh, we're descending, right? Because this is digging. This is pretty awesome. You are late, Cordant. Your allies have fallen. Perhaps it's time to admit your defeat. If you do, I promise... No, I won't promise you anything. Whatever you choose, you will choose a slow and excruciating death. Heretical option here. Grow as many eyes as you want, Voigtvir, I will gouge them all. Look at the fallen space wolves. The wounds left by Uralon's blows are dire, but the Emperor's angels are known for their hardiness. You have arrived just in time to stop the profane sorcerer from finishing him. Okay. So they're alive still. I'm gonna go with this one. Grow as many eyes as you want. I will gouge them all. Let's see if you'll be so insolent when I slit your throat and bathe your precious warrant in your blood.
Your doom has been foretold.
Come at me, bitch.
The disgrace of Wallachia.
Okay, so what do we have? We are very close to a lot of enemies here. These guys are very weak. These are not. They also have that annoying quality. Oh, these guys even have more stuff. Okay, steel shell. Single attack's not going to be very good. This one. Yeah, extra turn. God damn it, man. Idira is really going to mess me up here. I can't play with Idira. Because if she just rolls a Perils of the Warp, we die. Okay, so these guys are dangerous, we know that. Corrupt Tech Priest. One deflection, doesn't matter. What does he have? He has nothing. Okay, so these guys are free kills. We can ignore them. Well, not ignore them, just kill them outright with Cassie, for example. And wait, we have Word Bearers and we have Word Bear... Oh wait, these are different. Word Bearer Purifier. Let the world burn. Deals 100% bonus damage with 100% armor penetration to targets with a burning effect. Successful attacks also inflict liquid flames. Okay. Gotta be careful with this guy. He has flame grenade, he has a flamer. Okay. This guy is melee with kick and charge and whatnot. And then the Word Bearer is just a generic Word Bearer, correct? I think so, at least. Powerful kick, run, yeah, generic one. Okay, so for the big guys here, Kunrad, what do you do? No deflection, very low armor, a lot of HP. A prime candidate for being like a first kill. He has a lot of strength, weapon skill. He doesn't have stats of a psyker, funny enough. He has a ritual knife. 100% critical hit chance against prone or stunned targets. Deals a lot of damage. When the ruler scores a critical hit with a knife, the target and everyone in the force radius round must pass a willpower test or make a single attack against the nearest target. That sucks. He has Chain Lightning, 6 targets and 3 cell radius. Okay. Dark Blessing. Immune to horrors of the warp, gains 1 stack of Dark Blessing each time it suffers warp damage or is affected by fire. Okay. Combat Master, Reactive Study, this is operative stuff. Melting Armor, Psi Rating, Analyze Enemies. Okay, so he's gonna be just a damage dealer. And Uralon the Cruel, oh my god. Okay, so he has some stuff here. Master of Union. Amazing stats. Okay, so what is this? Uralon gains 9 deflection for each allied Chaos Spaceman in combat. Okay, so he's gonna be our last target then. Profane Zeal, yeah, so every time he takes damage, he gets more damage for 1 round. Confounding Strike. It will confound the enemy. He is a... I forget the name, dude. Archmilitant. He has a Bolter. And he has... a... axe? Yeah, axe. On a successful hit with his Crozius, all the wielder's allies gain 5 damage against target for 1 round. After he deals damage with Crozius, each of the wielder's allies performs an attack. Okay. Dark Pact. When Uralon's ally has less than 50% wounds, Uralon sacrifices 20% of its own wounds to grant this. That sucks. But he takes damage while we are killing the other ones, which is kind of okay. Summons a demon. Ah, interesting. Finest Hour. I'm afraid of that. The voice of Lorgar, all chaos. Oh my god. Okay, so this is dangerous, dude. And he also has Chaos Corruption. Dude, Chaos Corruption should not exist, I think. It's way too strong. Okay, so what is the plan here? I think the plan would be... I kind of want to kill Kunrad quickly. But these Word Bearers are going to be very annoying because, well, they do a lot of damage. So I think this guy, and this guy are going to be priority targets. Once these 3 are dead, I have to move for that one and then kill him. And the Tech Priests I will just kill with, you know, just random AoE damage or something. As for positionings, I'm not exactly sure what I can do with Cassia here. We don't really have a prime spot. I guess I'll go here and see if I can gather up these enemies in this region here. How much willpower do you have? Okay. A lot of willpower. I guess I can curse them and then bring them up. And of course Uralon is gonna act right after us. Okay, so Cassie can stay... Actually, Cassie will just go here. And then Argenta will stay here. Because I needed to do as much damage as possible right from the start. Deflection, do you have it? You have 7 deflection, it's not too bad. Ulfar, I think I can have him stay... Can the Flamers be used in melee without triggering attack opportunity? I think they can. I will bring you over here, so he's kind of out of the way. Idira, very sadly, she's not going to do much. So I will place her just over there. I think I want to... I think I want to stay close to Argenta to give her the turn. And Pascal will go here. Man, we're gonna get murdered if these guys go for us. I don't like this at all. Okay. I am actually afraid of this fight, which is something I haven't been in a long time in this game, which is good. Which is good. I do feel like I want Cassia a little bit closer, like over here or something. Now, the question is, who do I give my turn to if it's not Idira? I think I'm gonna give it to Pascal so he can buff us up a little bit. Okay, so let's start. We are not too bad on the Veil Degradation, but again, it's way too risky to use it just yet. Maybe after I kill a couple of these I can do it, but not right now. So I'm thinking about buffing Pascal.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Give him a turn.
If I may.
And let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna set up a prey, like on this guy, on Kunrad, and on him. Now we buff our entire... Man, this camera angle is not the best. Okay, Argenta doesn't even have recoil, but I do want to buff on her. And the debuff on that guy, so I would do something like this. Yeah. Okay. And I think I'll just start going for tactical knowledge, actually. Instead of going for perfect spot. This is free, so I can always shoot. I guess I'll start working on this guy. Okay. And we do this, and then we do this. We've got 5 stacks. And if I want Hot on the Trail, I'm gonna place it on that guy because that's the person that Argenta is gonna go for. Cassia will stay where she is. Now I give my turn to Argenta.
Suits my purposes.
And we kind of pray here because I am gonna get damaged by these guys for sure. Okay, so let's swap our weapon here. How much can I do? I can burst, or I can single shot and then rapid fire burst. I think that's my best option, actually. So if I want to go for most damage, 74 to 111, I can just maybe kill that guy and get some momentum there. Okay.
None can escape
Good.
the Emperor's
Some momentum, nice. And now I go for rapid fire, wildfire, burst.
I'll do it.
Okay, so 18 shots. Let's see how much we can do here.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay, almost a kill. If this could give me a heroic act, it would be awesome. Yes, bitch. Okay, so now this changes things. I can't see him from here because I want to kill this guy, but I also want to be able to shoot that guy. And the camera is not collaborating with me. Okay, let me just think. I'm not gonna use one of these. I'm gonna use the one from Cordampt. Okay, so pass.
I'm not injured. I'm enraged.
And now I give you Finest Tower.
I am fear in
And we start by getting a single shot to build up versatility stacks and kill him. Perfect. Heroic Act. Additional turn from Idira, which is fair because it was a viable, a legitimate savor the kill. I will just use operative stuff.
They who discern the future on the
Okay.
battlefield.
Go back over here even. And I guess I can put some prey on some people here. I can't even see them, never mind. Okay, so you just sit tight for now. And we're still playing. So, with Argenta, I messed up my movement points, which I expected, but I can move again with Reckless Rush. That was my plan all along. So I do this. And I want line of sight for this guy and Kunrad Voigtvir. In a way that I don't shoot my friends, so it's gonna be here, I think. Yeah, I can even kill some of those if I want to. But I'm gonna focus mainly on these. Okay, so I go over here. And I go for Rapid Fire. And burst this guy.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
And also aim at Kunrad and the other guy if any shots miss. Like this. Now, I'll just put 100% here. Yeah,
As the Emperor commands, I act.
he's dead.
You, my Emperor.
Awesome. I will just pass with you right now.
Dash
Revel in
is for the
Slaughter.
weak.
If I move, do I have line of sight for the other guy? Not quite. Yeah, not quite. How much deflection do you have? 16. It's not much. And if I move here, I might be able to dash over there and maybe hit that guy. I also have run and gun. So I think I'm gonna move over here. I'm gonna do my status superiority to get my momentum used instead of wasting it like I just did. Yeah, so go there. We do this.
I am his will made manifest.
We burst this guy. He's gonna die.
I'll do it.
Unless there's some kind of trick. There is some kind of trick. Oh, he doesn't... He just does not die. Okay, he doesn't die. Reload. Okay, perfect. I can see the guy over there. So let's go over here. And now we burst fire that guy. It seems fishy, the angle here. I'm kind of afraid it's gonna get messed up. But I'm gonna trust the percentages here and hope I'm not being misled.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I can't see. I killed one guy. Killed the other guy. Perfect, another heroic act. Now this guy has only 7 deflection, which means I can go for him. And naturally I will. Just don't soak up shots, please, you guy thingy. I might even just go here to make sure I have clear line of sight. 98%, 95%. It's so strange sometimes, this game. I'll just shoot like this, I think. Yeah. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And Uralon goes down. And now we wildfire and we burst in such a way that can hit multiples? Like this, perhaps? Yep. Killed one, killed two. Well, I will say Argenta did a good job. Wouldn't you say, my friends? I think she did. I think she did. I was afraid of this fight. I am afraid no longer. I am also thinking about doing a run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And go behind heavy cover and kill somebody else, like that guy over there. I would prefer to kill this one. Well, I can do... Yeah, I can do this. Yep.
Guided by faith. Eradicated.
Perfect. There's only one enemy left. Pascal gets savored. No, hot on the trail, actually. Can I kill you? I can. Okay. You bitch. Do I use my heroic act? No. I'm kind of afraid that something's gonna happen. Well, something is definitely gonna happen here. So I'll just wait and see. I'm even gonna buff my friends before I kill that final guy. Just
Not a
give you
problem for
this
me.
and
Suits
that
my
and
purposes.
that. And now finish him off.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value has been lost.
Uralon staggers back from the blow. Your strikes have crumpled his blood-red armor and his face bears a grimace of pain. He turns his mad eyes to Voigtvir, who is trashing his own blood. Brother Twilight, the hour that was promised to you has come. The Edge of Daybreak grants you the honor of serving as his weapon. Be awed by your high destiny. Yeah, he's gonna get ascended to a demon, I think. Voigtvir's turquoise eyes widen with understanding mixed with terror. What? Now? But I'm not ready. It's not what you promised. You said I would reign. Okay, now I'm kind of afraid that Argenta is very far from me. What? Did they just disappeared? Oh, no, wait. Stab. Uralon draws a blade shard shimmering with a natural light. Ways change, Brother Twilight, and nothing lasts in our Lord's hand, but you will reign indeed, as a vessel for your master. The blade cuts Voigtvir's coat and chest open, sinking deep into his flesh and finding its way to his heart. The glyphs carved into his skin by his ruthless mentor begin to glow, so bright you can see them clearly through his clothes. There is a familiar sword, that its shards were used in 2 attempts on my life. Unsuccessful attempts, might I add. Kunrad, fight it, can't you see you've been deceived and used? I don't care about him. Poor Kunrad, Theodora despises you and your new master butchered you like a grox. I won't try to help him, screw that. This one will be the last. What you in your ignorance brazenly call shards is in truth a triune relic, the seat of the great spirit of the Edge of Daybreak, one who serves the master himself, the changer of ways. You do not deserve to behold his visage, but you will. Damn it. Well, this is interesting. Go ahead, Kunrad. Make way for an opponent who is worth my time. I am ready. I hate you. It takes Voigtvir a colossal effort to force his final hateful words through his sliced windpipe. Okay, show me what you got, bitch. Ooh. Tzeentch. Well, not Tzeentch, but a demon of Tzeentch. The pernicious warp energy seep into his body, causing it to glow and flicker. With a mad cry of pain and exultation, Kunrad Voigtvir ceases to exist, and a mighty winged figure rises from his bloody remains. Edge of Daybreak, I witness you. Uralon musters enough strength for a faint, vengeful smile. Enter the forlorn halls of reality and claim them. I gave all that I had in your name. Hail the truth. He just stood there and died. His giant body goes limp, his face forever retaining a wicked expression of triumph.
No. I was born for a greater fate.
What? Who said that? Maybe, I think it was him dying. Edge of Daybreak. Awesome portrait, awesome model. My imprisonment ends. I am made manifest. Rejoice, mortal witnesses, for I have come to lord over you. The demons are a horse cawing laugh. I told you that you would welcome my return to reality. Edith screws her eyes shut, and when she opens them again, blood is running down her cheeks. I see light. Heretical option? Man, I really want to play as heretical. The Edge of Daybreak. I have suffered much grief committed in devotion to your name. Your spirit was bound with the shards of this blade. For the imprisonment, I shall cast you back. Blah blah blah. Let's get some information out of this. So yeah, I have suffered much grief committed in devotion to your name. It is what I am called. An old name imagined by an old race. They feared me, but still they could not resist the pull of my secrets. Your spirit was bound with the shards of this blade. Indeed, I was bound. The dancing souls, the Aldari, rose against me, lured me into a trap, and shackled my spirit with the shape of this weapon. For eons I remained in this prison, subtly forcing my will into your wretched, malleable world. But even a shred of my power was enough to tempt countless souls. Here I am now in all of my glory. I am wrote to the Cordon von Valencians, and none shall lord over my subject but me. Ah, that sounds bad. For the Emperor and humanity, I shall cast you back to your unholy warp. You cannot fathom how pathetic and foolish your threats sound, fleeting creature. I am an eternal mystery, while you are an evanescent spark. Fade away. I will show you. I will show you, fade away, bitch. Now, yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Argenta is very far away. Which, oh, 10,000 HP? Maybe you can live a turn. Oh, 200. Okay, never mind. He can actually live a turn. Rending Talons. Alright. Costs 0 AP. Reality Breach. Summons 4 pink horrors and a Herald of Tzin to the battlefield. Bolt of Change deals warp damage. Burst of Fate attacks an enemy that has been marked by Clawbrand. Deals 100 damage and 3x3 square around the marked target. Damage to... Okay. Dimensional Shift teleports to a different location. This sucks. Chain Lightning sucks. For me, that is. Combat Master, but he does not have that annoying thing that prevents Idira from playing. Okay. I want to see what I can do with Argenta. He plays after me. Okay. So, Cassia has no reason to be in the front right now. It's only a single enemy. I mean, I can debuff him, and I will, but there's nothing else that I'm gonna do with her. Besides giving somebody else an extra turn. And that somebody else will likely be Idira. I will make you go for Ulfar. Movement points, 12. 12 is a lot, so she can probably... She or he can actually just reach us, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If he were around here, he couldn't reach me, but in this area he will. Okay, let's do a trial run here. If I put Ulfar here, and I put Idira, let's... by the way, is he immune to warp damage? No, he's immune to perils of the warp and toxic damage. Okay, but nothing else. Okay. So Idira could... what? She could go over here. I could put Cassia there. And then what? Pascal over here, my main character over here? Or maybe even like this. Just so we aren't all clumped up together. So in this case, what would I do? I would do something like Cassia gives a turn to Idira, Idira buffs Ulfar. And then I give my turn to Pascal, Pascal buffs us. And maybe shoots once. And then Cassia gives the turn to Ulfar after debuffing the enemy. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna have Argenta either flank or try to reach us again. I think try to reach us again is the best option. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Alright, so let's spray you up. Let's buff Idira. Now let's buff Ulfar.
Was that you?
Warp speed will also go for Ulfar, or do I just go for some damage here to give him stacks of devastating? Nah, I'm gonna buff, What am I saying? I'm gonna buff us first.
Will do.
Take warp speed. Okay, Perils of the Warp, but we did get the Heroic Act, which is good. And I can also blind the guy. So I will blind the guy. Oh, I mean, he has to fail a test, right? Willpower resistance test. His willpower is 100. I'm not even gonna bother doing this right now. I will give him some extra wounds, though. Okay, and we pass. Now, I might even actually give Argenta an extra turn right now. I think I can do it. What's the range on this? I can't see. The problem is she doesn't have a lot of... probably doesn't have a lot of movement points. Deflection 9. Do I wait on this? I feel like I want to wait on this to debuff him first and then give her the turn. But I'm gonna be wasting some momentum if I'm doing that. I'm thinking. Because I'm currently at 200, which means if I pass all of my turns until I use my Heroic Act, I'm just going to be wasting momentum. So I could actually give her this. Get her closer to us. But it might be a waste. That's my main issue, though. It might be a waste. Okay, I'm gonna believe that it's not a waste and do it.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Okay, so now you can move a fair bit. If I want Cordum to give you an extra turn as well, I would have to move over here. My momentum is very good. So I'm even thinking about going over here and then running even further. Possibly dashing and run and gun if necessary. Okay, so if I go here, I can even see him already. Can I shoot you like this? I can, but I hit Ulfar. Okay, so I'm gonna go over there. And I'm gonna Reckless Rush. Get 10 MP. Awesome. And this is actually perfect, right? If I go over here, I can just shoot the guy. Yeah.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Okay. So I'm gonna build some stacks before I go for rapid fire. Man, the damage is really poor. Well, still.
I'll do it.
It took 14 damage. We swapped for a burst now. Yeah, the damage is pitiful. God damn it, man. But how is this possible? He has 9 deflection. But I have pinpoint accuracy. I ignore 6. Oh, okay. 200% armor. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Might not have been the best choice then, but let's stack up some damage by hitting him. So, shoot.
Faith without deeds is worthless. This is why I was chosen.
Okay. Single fire again.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. Swap back. And these are all free, so burst again.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay. And now I can go for rapid fire. This doesn't make a difference because it's not gonna get prone. So rapid fire plus wildfire here. Why can't I use this? I think it counts as being used from the previous fight. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, so let's rapid fire. Wildfire. Shoot him again.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Okay. And I will quite simply entrench here. Or do I want to move somewhere else? I guess I can move back a bit so I'm not very close to Idira, because I'm gonna give a turn to Idira next, I think. So let's go over here.
God Emperor, move through me. Be
Just
the
stay there.
fire in my heart.
Entrench. Cassia can move up a little bit again.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Pass. Now, cordoned plays. I can give her a turn. But I think I actually want to give it to Idira. But this is messed up, right? Oh, I can't. She already got one, never mind. I can't even give her a turn. So, in that case, I will just do voice of command here.
All too easy.
Give her air of authority.
Suits my purposes.
And have her shoot again. Because why not? Does this make her ignore something? Ignores dodge, not armor. Oh. Keep on stacking damage then. We are at fired up 41. God damn it, Ulfar. This still works. Okay. So this angle hits 98%. Okay. So, same deal as before. Single shot.
This is why I was chosen.
Swap. And we go for rapid fire, wildfire, and shoot the guy a bunch of times without hitting Ulfar.
As the Emperor commands, I am. For you, my Emperor!
Reload.
Doubt is for the weak.
And pass. Pass. This is the turn from the heroic act. Oof. Which means I can give somebody... What am I doing here, actually? I can go for... I can buff Cassia. It's never a bad thing. Do I will buff Cassia, yeah. So let's buff Cassia. Heroic act available. Awesome. So she gave her heroic act to Argenta, so I can't give it again. I kind of want to give this to Idira, but we need we need some other stuff first. No point in doing this. Ignore cover, doesn't matter, press the advantage. Inspire is too soon to do. I think I'm just gonna wait. Okay. And just stay where you are. It is a shame though, because it's risky, right? If I go for the Veil Dagger, if I go for this on Idira and she blows herself up, I think I know what I can do. I can pass the turn. Then Cassia can bring it down on my character, and then my character can give this to Idira. That might be the plan. Okay, so do I want to move? No, I'm fine where I am. We pass. Now you play. So frontline goes here. The rear goes for Argenta, of course. The back line can go on Idira.
I'm not accustomed to being
And now I'm
ordered
gonna
around.
buff Idira. Or actually, wait, because I need mend reality. So I'll actually put on myself right now. Okay. This is... All enemies in that area are forced to re-roll successful dodge and parry tests against all attacks. Any enemies that suffer damage and are left, blah blah. Okay, this doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so things that I want. I want to curse the guy. So, curse.
Me? If you insist, Lord
Curse.
Captain.
Right, Waking Nightmare and then this effect as well. He's actually taking some damage already. But most of it is because of draining his toughness. Okay, so... Thinking. I need this, mend reality.
I am a navigator,
Reduce this a little bit.
not a servitor.
And now... I can go and try and damage him. Not sure that's a winning play there. I think I will just go back over here, and I'm gonna give my character the extra turn. So, take this. And take this.
Isn't this a job for the
Okay,
serfs?
and now hopefully I can target Idira. Okay, good. Is there something I want to do before I do that? I would like to give her Inspire. She's too far away and I have no movement points. That sucks. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. So take this.
My
And
time
try
is
not to blow yourself up.
But of course.
Okay. Do you have prescience? You have prescience. Okay. Willpower 33, which means I can actually try and blind him. Let's try and blind him then.
Anything else?
He's blinded. And now we try and go for damage. Okay, let me actually go over here. He suffers. I have to read this. Give me a second, please. So, archetypes. He suffers 68% more damage from warp damage. And this is not warp, this is mental. This is warp. Okay. So, I want to go over here. And start hitting him. For possibly quite a bit. We'll see. Or do I want to risk my luck and try to increase my psi rating first? I mean, I'm gonna start blasting for a lot, and I'm gonna go over limit anyway. God, it's never a clear thing to do. I guess I can start by giving Argenta warp speed.
There is movement in the Imperium.
Yeah, we're okay, well, let's just hit him.
Was that you? Or
634, we are on Veil Degradation, that's expected. Do you have Prey? You do. I'm gonna use my Heroic Act to deal more damage again.
if only you knew what awaits.
1242. Go again.
Anything else?
Perils of the Warp, that's fine. Go again.
But of course.
Okay. Let's analyze enemies for even more damage. And let's go for the final shot, possibly. Dead. Bitch! You're nothing. You're nothing. You talk a bit game, but you are not worth anything. 5,000 experience. How much did we deal actually here? 2,000. It was a low roll. We hit for 2,034 damage. Percent modifier 1,440%. Ah, eternal glory. Awesome. +1. Wait. What is this? Degraded defense. I forget. Why does it say percentage? I don't know. But yeah, we got... Degraded defense also works for the person who applies degraded defense, which is perfect. So yeah, almost 1,000% more. Analyze enemies 145% more. Just a bunch of percentages here, just wrecking the guy. And this is with the grimoire broken. My grimoire doesn't work. There's no damage increase here from the grimoire. Yeah, because if I had my grimoire working, I would be dealing... She had a lot more than this, by the way. I would be dealing... is increased by 2 times the willpower bonus. It's actually a flat amount, it's not percentage. So it's not as powerful as it could be, but it's still a big increase, I think. And he died. I'm happy. I want to see this again, sorry. Let's check this out. Because it's always funny to look at the combat log after such a thing happens. So Idira blinded him. Warp speed. And then Emperor's Wrath. We hit for 634 damage. And here we had no degraded defense. Then we hit for 1,242 damage with 100% increase from degraded defense. Then we hit for 1,198 with 312% increase. And then the final one we dealt 2,500 damage basically. Was this the last one? It wasn't the last one, right? No. And then we still hit for 2,000 more. So Idira, in a single turn, well, she had an heroic act on top of her, of course, from the officer, but she dealt 2,000, 4,500, 5,700. Let's say 7,000. 7,600 and something. Basically 8,000 damage in a single heroic act from the officer. Well done, Idira. She didn't blow herself up, which is also something to to be happy about. Let's check out the loot. Oh, and help our friends, right? They're alive, but they're not... We can't interact with them. We can report completion. Interesting. Just a bunch of stuff here. Uralon, what do you have? Heretical, which sucks. Heretical, which sucks. Okay. Okay. Nothing from Tzeentch. Or from the Edge of Daybreak, or whatever his name is. Give me warp. 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 Warp.
The whispers told me how.
Looking to the center of the arch, you begin to hear noise. The warp amplifier seeps with sorcerous energies designed to fuel the dark rituals of chaos. Okay, let's go back to our previous items. So, Hood. Grim. And Sliver. I feel like I should leave this for the next episode because we're like 4 minutes away, but I kind of feel like I want to get this done right now. I want to see what happens. So let me quick save. And let's report completion. There is nothing else missing, right? I don't believe there is. The Voxcaster is producing nothing but static. Hello, can anyone hear me? Aishara's voice cuts through the static. We read you, strike team. This is lift control. Report your status. Uralon is dead. Aishara responds after a brief pause. Acknowledge, strike team. Beginning the extraction of the priority cargo. Okay, that was simple. Torvald Ironhide, he lives. A fine victory, Cordant. They will tell sagas about the day the contemptible Uralon fell. The Cog Priest should offer you a fine cup of mead for saving their prayer world. Torvald nods at the two gaunt bodies in crimson robes lying on the floor. If you hadn't, Uralon would have bathed them in 100-fold more blood. As for you, ever Ulfar Thunderlung, you have proven yourself. The Stormbites will tell you all about your feat, and your roaring song. I thank you, Torvald. You and your brothers fought well. You did the wolves proud. It will be my joy to share a cup with you at the victory feast, Ironhide. How is your pack, Torvald? How are your losses? Several of my brothers will carry on fighting their battles in the Allfather's host. The rest have survived. We've shed much of our blood, but the wolf's hide is tough and his spirit is stubborn. Once you take us down, you better finish us off. The Stormbiters live on this day and the next. I see you and Ulfar have worked through your quarrels. It doesn't become a noble warrior to bark at his battle comrade after a good fight. Ulfar Thunderlung has proven that the spirit of the Baleful Howl is alive and strong. Then let the ravens fly where he has walked and let them tear at the bloody harvest left in his wake. May Blackmane guide you through the black of night, Ironhide. Know that if your pack calls, the Baleful Howl will always answer. So what was hidden down there? What was the treasure that Uralon was after? I know not. Kalkazar's Kyrals did not allow anyone into the hidden arsenals. All we could see is them dragging crates up to the surface. 'Tis the age-old way. We fight, they sweep up the spoils. Torvald grimly nods at the pair of corpses. We brought these from below. For all I know, it's his Kyrals that killed them and to seal their lips. You see no signs of violence on the two women's bodies, but their porcelain white skin proves without a doubt that they are dead. Their hands are clutched together in a death grip. The tech priests? Okay. The sweet scent of rotten meat prickles my nostrils. But it is not the fallen bodies I smell, it's the hands of the Inquisitor's minions. 'Tis what my instinct tells me too. Oh, what? He's saying that these guys are from the Inquisition? My heart never had a strong faith in Kalkazar's words before, but now whatever phantom trust I had is scattering into smoke. We must ask questions and get the answers. By force, if that is the way it has to be. Both wolves affirmed the last words with energetic and murderous nods. Examine tech priest's bodies. Something strange occurred to the two women's augmatics. It is like they began to grow inside their flesh, spreading webs of metal around them. After taking a closer look, you realize that every augment seemed to have begun mutating, developing new forms and functions not envisioned by their creators. It seems probable that this is what caused their demise. Axiomantha, she lives. Suddenly, you hear a click inside one of the tech priest's bodies and her eyes open wide. A spasm shakes her gaunt limbs, making Torvald clutch his weapon. Her lips twist into a crooked line, forcing out two words. The yoke! Huh, curious. She's still alive, call the medic, eh? Reconstruction, impossible. The woman's whisper is barely audible, but the weak voice that is coming from her pale lips still sounds more alive than the mechanical hiss of a vox. The shelter has fallen. The maimed hunter comes. Cessation of vital functions inevitable. Her eyes momentarily roll back, but then a metallic churn inside her chest brings her back to consciousness. So the maimed hunter gets referred again. Reading the unit's noospheric signature, no evidence of corruption registered in the algorithms. Detecting substantial logical disruptions within the augments. Threat level, low. Inspect the wounds. There is not a single wound upon her white skin, but there is no doubt that she will soon perish. Her augmetics are failing as if they were sabotaged by some entropic influence. For a moment, you consider it as a sign of tech blight, but then you refute the thought. What you are witnessing is not decay, but transformation of the matter from which a tech priest's true flesh is made. Who are you? Magos Axiomanta Hanuman. That is my identifier. The plot thickens. Pascal's mechadendrites snap up to a whirlwind of alarm and the recorder in his Vox activates with a click, initiating interrogating procedure. You are not the first of the servant of the Omnissiah that I have met who goes by that name. Yeah, let's start with this. The tech priest responds with a faint and enigmatic smile. You have found yourself at the center of a tangle of paradoxicality. You spoke of a shelter and a maimed hunter. What did you mean by it? This place was a shelter. The Lord Inquisitor hid me here, and not me alone. A high-pitched groan of pain interrupts her words. The maimed hunter, a figure of termination, an unknown variable. Amarnath's nemesis. I never met them, but I inferred their existence based on statistical evidence and logical conclusions. The portents of entropy foretell that the hunter is near. Can you speak more plainly? Are my words obscure? That is regrettable. Processing becomes difficult when you only have one half of your mind. Certain notions, data, and logical instruments were left in the less functional part of me. How do you know about Amarnath? I was a disciple of the Messiah of Discontinuing. When he was laid low, I found myself here. I hid from my reckoning. I reached out to the Omnissiah's wisdom as I pondered and considered. Logic revealed much to me even here in my prison. The cycle will be discontinued, sister. Pascal speaks the words of the sacred motto with an air of mournful consolation. Hope is illogical, brother. Pointed at the tech priest. Was she your sister? She was me. A phenomenon of flesh divided me into two identical bodies at birth. The Omnissiah's wisdom let me overcome this physiological flaw by braiding back the separated mind. I was the first unificate in the fleet. Now this half of me is dead. The rest of my mind is fading. The sympathetic principle is insurmountable. The tech priest closes her eyes and starts whispering something incomprehensible, sinking deeper into the depths of oblivion. Creation of unificates is dangerous knowledge that has long since been denounced by many as a procedure not blessed by the Omnissiah. It is based not on a direct prototype or envisioned by the precursors, merely on loosely connected technologies. Knowledge will not have the capacity to be absolute until the coming of the Omnissiah. We do not know of such pre-technology, but can we claim with certainty that it never existed? Do you remember stories about the Geminicrats, the twin magi who joined their minds in their devotion to Mars? I remember. Proponents of the right to create unificates base their defense on this momentous precedent. Pascal, permission to commence interrogation procedure granted. Pascal switches to rapid binheric trails, but Axiomanta merely shakes her head. Pascal demands loudly. Our identifiers are identical. State the reason for the duplication. She closes her eyes and whispers almost deliriously. A portent left by the Messiah, a cog pattern in which the righteous may see the Deus Mechanicus. After this less than coherent response, Pascal continues sharply. I seek Archmagos Amarnath. Where is he? The Messiah of Discontinuing was cancelled. Pascal says nothing for a while, then inquires thoughtfully. The maimed hunter. What are the unit's status and parameters? Coming. Concealed. Proceed with caution, for the hunter too sees the Messiah's signs. Pascal, what have you learned from your conversation? The unit lacks clear answers. Our cognitive abilities have been damaged, but analytical data suggests a higher priority to our identifiers being an exact match. It is not a consequence of malicious falsification. It is more akin to an act of purposeful direction. Estimated level of threat to Archmagos Amarnath increased. The unit identified as the maimed hunter is now regarded as the most probable source of danger. I have learned enough about you. If you wish to know more, then hurry. The turning of the cog will soon cease. What happened to you? A pained shadow falls on her face. The chapel was attacked. The preservation protocol commanded me to hide within the inner artifactorium and block all outside access to it. Prolonged presence in close proximity to the object was prohibited by the algorithm, but the preservation protocol had a higher priority. The object affected me. I resisted. Resistance led to structural change. What object? The yoke. The weapon we forged at the Lord Inquisitor's command. The Destroyer of Worlds. Oh god. I need more details. How does it work? What even is this yoke? An enigma. The project was kept secret from everyone, including the smiths. We forged fragments of it. It was a tool for controlling energies of staggering power, and it was not the omniscience blessed gift that served as its foundation. It was forbidden knowledge. Knowledge that we comprehend. Or that we comprehended. Profanity registered. And we continued the work of our mentor, Archmagos Amarnat. It was his wisdom that made our toils possible. Axiomanta's words render Pascal speechless. What else do you know about this weapon? How did Calcazar learn of it? Against whom does he intend to use it? Against anyone. Its power is absolute. The first experiments with this tech relic were calamitous. The tech blight is merely its echo. Its potential is so much greater. She stops as if frightened by her own words. It never should have fallen into the hands of the laity, but the Lord Inquisitor stole it. Its secret was procured beyond the dimensional gate, beneath the dark stars, and passed over to Amarnat. Calcazar destroyed the Messiah of Discontinuing and robbed him, and claimed the secret for himself. He knows, she points at Torvald. He was there. Torvald glances at you in shame. She speaks no lies. The first task the Inquisitor gave us in the Expanse was to destroy a cult of tech heretics. The deed was done. This Amarnat, was he a good priest? Did Calcazar drag us into something foul? Ulfar looks away and rumbles heavily. I was there too. I fought those judged by Calcazar. Pascal's voice sounds as if a hot metal string just snapped inside. This unit is waiting for an explanation. Okay, that's a lot of story here. Why did Calcazar need to do it? At first he tried to do everything swiftly and quietly, but his agents and the cog priests loyal to him failed to capture the leader of these tech heretics. That's when he realized he needed indestructible warriors. He needed us. The cog Kyrls were powerless against the wolves' might, and we brought carnage to the explorators' ships and worlds. Ulfar, why did you keep quiet about this? Ulfar mutters, his expression as dark as a storm cloud. There wasn't my interest, there was another's will. And it's the chapter's matter. I've already told you more about the wolves than many of my brothers would have said in my place. Let's not bicker here. I understand, Space Wolf Ulfar. Understand? You understand nothing. A violent roar erupts from Ulfar's throat as his face turns red. What can you know of what it's like for a warrior of the Allfather to be among mortals? You are my battle comrades. You're almost like a pack to me. But you do not carry Russ's blessing. You are not of my blood. You think I enjoy keeping my mouth shut about the wolves' secrets? You think I come from secretive snides whose thoughts crawl and slither like vipers? It disgusts me. Truly a wolf's place is among the wolves. Ulfar grinds his teeth, no longer hiding his shame and anger. Pascal utters coldly. Unit Ulfar claims that he was a tool in another's hands. This statement has been archived. Then let every tool be treated as befits its function. Ulfar responds quietly and suddenly. You are a worthy ally. I never meant you or your brethren harm, Cog Priest. As befits its function. What else do you wolves know about Amarnat? Torvald throws up his hands. Nothing. I swear on my honor. He disappeared and so did his ship. There is no blood on of his upon our hands, so he might be alive. And what do you know about his secret weapon? I never even knew there was a weapon. I was told of traitors and I tracked them down. I claimed no trophies, I had no part in any dark intrigues. You think I would have wished that sneaky scheming viper to get his hands on something so powerful? I wouldn't even trust him with my axe. I mean, they were following orders, that's true, but I guess you were still wrong to obey him. He used it to commit dark deeds. My instinct tells me as much. Torvald grits his teeth, his face growing grim with it until it resembles an emotionless stone statue depicting an ancient deity of storms and thunder. How exactly did the object affect you? A difficult thing to explain to a layman. Metamorphosis phenomena occur in the object's vicinity. Sacred technology and even ordinary plasteel start to behave willfully, shifting, restructuring, and altering their fundamental attributes. Imagine yourself gazing upon a surface of water that was disturbed by a stone an era ago, but the ripples never stopped coming. That's what it felt like. The object propagated echoes of change. Her true flesh has betrayed her and become a heavy burden of metal within her body, something that is not of the omniscience design, something devoid of function. Pascal speaks the last words with audible disgust and sorrow. Why are you revealing Calcazar's secrets to me? I was never his servant, I was forced to serve. When our circle was broken, he offered me a choice, submit or die. He threatened to kill half of me if I refused to forge for him. He needed Archmagus Amarnat's knowledge and I had it. I saw no sense in resisting. You betrayed him too. Yes, her agreement comes easily with a weak smile. Ethics are an insubstantial concept of emotion. I acted logically. I continue to comprehend rather than terminate my vital functions. I thought I can learn more from you. It's difficult to process. Have I fulfilled my duty to Omnissiah? May I rest now? She looks through you like she can no longer see you. You are in need of help. Attempts to slow down the degradation process are irrational, for they only prolong my suffering. I wish to cease to be. Her eyes close. Brother, take my thoughts. I kept them, keep them now. Her final words are a faint whisper. Is she transferring data to Pascal? Yeah, rip. Knowledge will not fall into oblivion. Taking great care not to ruin the tech priest's features, Pascal reverently extracts a neural cogitator from her skull, then does the same to her sister. The quest for knowledge is the Omnissiah's mission to us. Torvald, did you understand what is happening here? Something foul. The Inquisitor seeks to use us to obtain a mighty weapon, and that he kept this design even from us, the Allfather's warriors, sows suspicion in my heart. Does he keep his lips sealed because he knows that we won't support his game? Does the worm of treason lurk within his mind? Okay, I want to do all three of these. Cindervox casts the ship, stop the loading, I will inspect trophies personally. All you hear in response is wheezing static. I shot that conniving spittle. She silenced her out of Vox voices. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he kept her to spy on us. Torvald tries to revive his caster to no avail. By the time we get back to the surface, the Inquisitor's mutts will be gone with their prize. Honor the fallen tech priests, Deus Mechanicus accept their souls. May the wolf that stalks between stars keep their departed souls. Demand answers from Calcazar. Yes, I am interested in getting some answers from that guy. For sure. Okay, my friends, so a very cool episode, I feel. I had a lot of fun with this. Some cool battles. We were able to solve the puzzles and get ahead of those fights successfully without anybody going down. I'm happy about that. And we must end this episode, my friends. So, as always, I want to thank you all for being here with me in the channel, watching some Rogue Trader. I hope you guys are enjoying this section of the game. I know that I am. Questions, suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing for more. Many more videos coming out soon. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.